Oh. So, here's the deal. And I'll make this deal because, as a wise man who makes deals that are only in his favor, I know that it's never going to happen. Parmesan Hufflepuff, will go back on that tower if one royal comes to Pennsylvania and goes up the tower with me. I'll even pay his $10 cover fee to go on said death trap of a tower. But you're in Montana, and I know that's not happening. So, what the? So, out of the corner of my eye, I thought that was a bear cub, which would not be too terribly surprising. However, that would mean mommy's somewhere nearby. Oh, more falls, more falls. Oh, so, and you know, I think I'm actually gonna videotape all the way up, maybe. I don't know. And here's some more falls. Now, if I was like a real YouTuber and like this was anything more than just spur of the moment, I decided I was going to come up here a couple hours ago, and then I decided I was going to do some videos and post them, I would actually know the name of this falls, but I don't. I don't have a clue. There's some more. Yep. More warnings about how I might fall to my death. And then completely dead, like, seriously, that's not up the code. That's a whole ass missing step. Ah! Just kidding. Please stay on designated trail. Okay, but I wanted to see this from this angle, not that angle. That angle doesn't look as nice as this angle. And now, yeah. Woo! Okay, so on a scale of 1 to absolute trash, how bad is my choreography skills? Like, I'm gonna say they're a solid 42. On a scale of 1 to bad. But something, at least I'm trying, I don't know. Now, as I approach this next, whatever you want to call it, in the road, in the path, this next spot in the path, I must consider I don't know what, but I must consider something. Ooh, see? Now there we go. And that is, why the ever living am I walking this far downhill knowing that I literally have two choices? I can either walk back up this hill, or like, there's a path down here that I can walk about 12 miles one way and then hit the main road and walk like at least another 10 miles back to where my truck is. And some of that would also be uphill. So really, I should just turn around and walk back uphill, because I am fairly sure that I am about ready to come out and see the rail path. The rail path actually used to have a train track on it, and they used to actually do train rides through the canyon. Now, all this is many, many years before many of you were born. Way, way, way back in the distant years of the 19. Okay, like that was 27 years ago. Like, it's not that long ago. It does, however, make me feel old as hell. Which is the only reason I'm actually going to the bottom of this, just to prove I can. That's why I'm going all the way to the bottom of this, for no reason other than to prove that I can, and that I won't die from a stroke trying to get back up the hill. So I have a feeling that one of two things is going to happen, and that being that, A, very unlikely, people decide that I am just absolutely hilarious and they love me and they want to watch everything I do. Or, much more likely, nobody's actually going to want to watch any of this shit. But, you know, I don't really care. But I did make it to the bottom. All the way to the bottom of the canyon, to where my little side tributary with its waterfalls, and yes, this is a whole nother set of waterfalls, all in the same area, comes across and meets into Pine Creek. Which, if you're from this area, you might know a thing or two about. So, discuss those things amongst yourselves. But anyway, there you go. Now, if I go way that way, and then I hit the road, and then I make a right, and then I go way, I will come up to that place way up there. And it's going to take me about 6 weeks. And frankly, I just don't remember where that one goes. I really can't remember the last time I was all the way out this way. That might be an idea for next week. I might come in from there and go over there. I don't know. Now here's where I try not to have a stroke or a heart attack. Once again, if you're seeing this, I survived. Maybe. Again, unless you're seeing it on the news. If you're seeing it on the news, I probably didn't survive. Or at the very least, I had to get life flighted. So, you know, it was newsworthy. I guess I could have survived, and it could just been like something newsworthy that happened to me. Like, bearded man survives attack by mountain lion. Pennsylvania State Game Commission is finally forced to admit that not only are there mountain lions in Pennsylvania, they're the ones that brought them here. News at 11. Whew. Okay. No. Definitely more like middle-aged bearded man has stroke trying to walk upstairs. His fat ass should not have been anywhere near. Whew. Okay. So like, I know this is gonna be like the worst part. Because it's literally just stairs. It's gonna get a little better. And then it's gonna get worse. And then it might get a little better again. But it's definitely gonna get worse a couple times. Whew. Whew. So here's the test, Royal. See if you actually watched this far. Wouldn't you just love to come here to visit? If you don't answer that question, I'll know you didn't watch my video. And you gave me no words of great encouragement. I will be sad. No amaze maze. Sad, sad. Okay. I'm mostly kidding, Royal. Obviously, you got things to do. Look, it's the falls again. I made it at least this far. Hey, look. There's more stairs. Why did I do this to myself? I am 41.5 years old. And I've already just walked more today than I have in at least the last 3 months. Whew. Okay. Here, I'm definitely gonna sit down. But there's no bench. So I have to make it far enough up to get to a bench. And then I'm allowed to sit down. Provided I don't fall down first. Oop. You know, all jokes set aside, well, I think you would actually, you and your wife would have a great time exploring the canyon. I said I was gonna sit down. Whew. Oh. Okay, so I am gonna be so hungry when I get out of this hole. Look up there, I still gotta go way up there. Like, I gotta go all the way up to that and then further up. Oh. I need a pair of swimming trunks. And somebody to take pictures of me doing like taekwondo or something under the waterfall. No, that's probably like racist or something. And I'm probably too white for that. But I mean, as long as I don't like share it on the internet, it's not offensive, right? Let me know in the comments if that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. I feel like if anybody sees it besides myself, it's offensive. Even especially if I didn't intend them to see it. Well, let me know in the comments. Would it be right? Would it be offensive for me to do like really badly pantomime kung fu underneath a waterfall, seeing as I am very white and also don't actually know any kung fu? So there's that. You know, it's beginning to sound more and more like it's a bad idea. I will, however, check the comments, because I will be quite amazed if I actually have people that are still watching whatever this is, my rant that happens to be me in the woods. I don't know. I wonder how my tower video is done. Because, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that needs to be edited a little bit. But I'll see if it's received, how well it's received. Bounce some ideas off of Royal and Randy. Because I don't know. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I just pretend like I do on TV. That's right, folks. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I just pretend I do on TV. Okay. So, I made it to another bench. From way over there. I'm going to continue. I don't need that bench. I can at least make it to the next bench. But can I make it to the bench after that? Can I skip the next bench? That's the question. I mean, I think I just saw it. So, like, maybe I can. Or maybe I can take just, like, the briefest of breaks at this next bench. You know what? Even though this isn't alive, and even though I don't think anybody actually cares enough to be still watching, I'm gonna skip the next bench. I can do it. Just for that 1 in a million person who might actually still be watching. Because I wouldn't still be watching if I were you, so. Words of great encouragement. So that wasn't a bench that I saw. Yeah, I'll be skipping that bench that doesn't exist. Because, yeah, what bench? Whew. But I said I'd skip the next bench. I didn't say that I'd skip the next bench provided it wasn't too far away. I didn't say that I would skip the next bench provided it was still convenient for me to do so. No, I just stupidly said I'd skip the next bench because I thought it was really close. And not possibly even further down the road than this. Or up the road, up the hill. There's no bench. I'm still not skipping a bench. This bullshit. And more stairs. Whoa, don't fall off the cliff. That'll just add to how much uphill walking you have to do. I'm sorry. That was rude. But I do know that there's a bench up here for me to skip. Because I said I would. I think there is. Oh. Yes, there is. I'm skipping this bench. Despite the fact I really, really want to sit on it. Whew. So, wow. Yeah, all of this got washed out. Which is why they had to put this in. Which, oh, yeah. This looks super safe. I mean, obviously it's not gonna cave in with me on it. I only weigh 180. I saw something much bigger on it. So I'm safe, right? Oh. Wow. You know, I'm gonna eat so damn much. So much food. I know exactly where I'm going. I think I do. No, I'm pretty sure I do. So, to reiterate, I'm 41 and a half. I just walked over 2 miles downhill, luckily, because I would have already been dead from a heart attack by now. And I'm currently walking back up the hill. And so far, I've only really taken like 2 breaks. Took 1 break about halfway down, but that was more to stare at the waterfalls. And then I took 1 break on the way up. So, quite honestly, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. These are just so cool. Like somebody who does video editing or like stop motion for Lego minifigs, this would be awesome. Because it's going to look like it's like this giant waterfall when it's really not. And it's, you know, pretty accessible. Provided like you're in as least as good of shape as me. which honestly is not very at all. Wonder if I won that gift card. Probably not. No, actually, because I wasn't there, I probably did win it. Well, in probably another 30 minutes to an hour, I will, my time, find out whether or not I won. And I say that because I don't have enough signal to have been watching the live, nor do I have enough signal to have gotten any messages. Ooh. Shortcut. Shortcut. Although this actually used to be the old path. As you can see. It actually was the path. And I might have actually skipped another bench by doing that. Hey, if you're watching the trek down and you recognize where we are, did I skip a bench? Let me know in the chat. Oh. You know, actually, I'm starting to feel pretty good. Like, do my lungs hurt? Yeah, a little bit, but not in a bad way. In that, like, clearing stuff up kind of way. In that, like, I don't know. Like, you just had a good workout. You know? No, I don't mean a runner's high, because that shit doesn't exist. That's not real. Oh, I swore again. Yeah, but that ain't real. That is made up. That is baloney. Runner's high. Baloney. Ooh. So, here's the thing. I am over halfway. I've got to be over halfway. I think I am. I might be significantly more than that, but yeah, I'm at least halfway, I think. Hope. I guess I will survive, as I'm pretty sure that I'm close. All right. I'm definitely close enough that I don't have to take a break again until I get to my truck. So I'm gonna upload all of this stuff. I'm not editing, really, because I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do that with any actual value on my phone, and I don't have a computer. So I guess you'll just get the full unadulterated rant session that almost gave me a heart attack. But guess what? I am taking a break. But I'm gonna let you go for a little bit. Whew. T2. Oh.